Hey everybody, it's Nicholas Rogers with the Big Timber Lodge coming back at you today from the shooting range here in the beautiful state of Colorado up at Magnum Shooting Center North. And boy, do I have something special. This is my Seekins Havak PH2 chambered in 300 PRC, and it looks different than what you're used to seeing it look like, and that's because I've dropped it in an MDT Elite Chassis to help see if we can get down to that 0.1 MOA group size. I've got a good feeling. So anyways, we've got several different types of factory ammunition in front of me. Some Hornady Precision Hunter, some Hornady Match, and then some Hornady Outfitter. We're gonna try shooting groups with all three of these, and then we're gonna get into some hand loads from my buddy Adam. The Seekins in this MDT Elite Chassis. I have not made any adjustments to my length of pull. I have not made any adjustments to the cheek riser, nor any angular adjustments for my shoulder pad, for the recoil pad. All right, we're gonna go center target. Safety off. It is a lot more steady. So in order to get the Seekins Havak PH2 with the MDT ACC Elite Chassis, the cheek riser, as you can see, is having to be elevated enough that the rear portion of the bolt can actually come underneath it. Otherwise, the bolt can't come far enough back so that it could clear the rear part of the casing. And what is happening is, if this is down at a comfortable level, it hits it here, and then the bolt is still on top of the casing and it just rides on top, creating double feeds. But the issue is when I pull the bolt back, the front of the bolt head right here doesn't go back far enough to clear the rear lip of the back of the casing. So then it only ends up snagging it that way, and then I can easily get a double feed like this. Just so you can see what I'm talking about, this is where I would want the cheek weld, and it's the rear of the bolt. All right, folks, so this is our group up here, and it measured at a 0.35 MOA. Now, granted, I just put the action and barrel into this chassis. I was aiming down here, so I'm definitely gonna need to make some corrections with my scope adjustments to bring that down quite a bit, and then over to the right, just about 1.5 MOA. So let me make those adjustments. These are loaded up with N570 with 83.4 grains of powder, some Burger hybrids, 215 30 cal bullets. Let's see how these work, folks. A lot easier to just single load. Okay, so this was a 0.46 group. The top one was the first shot, and then I ended up having to make a great adjustment to my parallax, and then that jagged hole is shot number 2 and 3. So I'm wondering now, since I have adjusted my parallax, if I can get the next set of hand loads to shoot all 3 shots into something this size. All right, we have our last group, which is going to be the 84.2 grains of N570. Hand loading. We're at 100 yards. We are going to go bottom right target. All right, 0.27 MOA group with the 84.2 grains of N570. Not bad, not bad. I think we can tighten this up though. I think I can get it down to 0.1 MOA. But it's not going to be today, folks. All right, so here are my closing thoughts about today. It was actually kind of a shit show. Finding out with the first group of Precision Hunter factory ammo that the bolt does not go far enough back in order to actually get a round to cycle up from the magazine. Kind of was a pain in the ass, and it kind of threw me off. And then also, when I went to make the adjustments from the first group, I realized that my kids had been playing in my range bag and my Leopold Allen wrench, my little Allen key that is unique to that Leopold VX6HD, to the little bitty screws that hold the turret cap on, was gone, and I had to use a different Allen key, and it barely worked. So I was lucky to actually get the cap off and then back on and secured. So, and then also too, there was gremlins in the machine of the lane that I was on that kept calling the target back on its own. And as it would come back at like literally 1 meter every 3 seconds. And it would take 10 minutes for the target to get back, if not longer. So it was kind of a shit show today, folks. But the whole purpose of doing this was to see if the MDT Elite Chassis could get me into a 0.1 MOA group. And I feel like if I'm going to get there, it probably is going to be a major benefit to have the Elite Chassis with the Seekins. We didn't see it today. First off, that front rest that I'm using from Coltec, that thing is trash. I'm going to throw that thing away. I've been saying for over a year since I purchased it that I'm going to throw it away, but I'm literally going to throw it away. I was hoping with the flat bottom of the Elite Chassis, it potentially could get, I don't know, a nice balance on that front rest, but that thing's just trash. So that's going in the garbage. Or I'll donate it. I'll donate it to the garage sale for Colorado Federal Firearms License Association garage sale. See if we can raise some money for some lawyers so we can sue the state of Colorado. But then also it's just, there were a lot of things working against me having a good day at the range. But I mean, hell, I shot a 0.35 MOA group of factory ammo. And then I shot a 0.4 MOA group with the first set of hand loads, but I think I could have done better. I just ended up adjusting the parallax a lot after the first shot because I realized the target was kind of blurry. And I do think my parallax was off. And if you haven't watched Cyclops Joe's video about the importance of parallax and your group sizes, I'll link that video below. And I highly recommend that you watch it. But then, yeah, then the next group that I shot was a 0.3 MOA group. And then the next group that I shot was a 0.27 MOA group. So, I mean, we're definitely going down in group sizes. And I think maybe if the circumstances were better, we actually have a load developed that we know that the rifle really, really likes. I can get over the fact that I'm just going to have to single feed each round, and have a better front rest. I think we can get into the 0.1 MOA group size with the Seekins Havak PH2 chambered in 300 PRC. So make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, folks. This is going to be an adventure. I am already super impressed with this rifle. And I will say that I do love how customizable this Elite Chassis is from MDT. I like the little gas pedal for my thumb. The grip is extremely nice. You can have it vertical. I like a vertical grip when I'm shooting for precision. And the whole buttstock portion is fully customizable. I'm going to have to play around with that a little bit more. You know, I'm going to have to reach out to MDT about what to do because of the bolt not being able to come all the way back because of the cheek riser being in the way. But yeah, folks, this is going to be a fun adventure. Until next time, peace.